Today's the 1st of March. Happy birthday to Justin Bieber. Yeah, the past 2 days have actually been okay. Yesterday was the last day of February. So I went to a music event that one of my friends was hosting. And I went to the event alone. And I saw some friends there, which was really nice. It was nice. I love being around creatives. I think the only thing I hate about being around creatives, I think the imposter syndrome that I feel. It's so hard. It's quite difficult when you're around people that just know how to unlock their creativity, and you feel kind of envious of that. I mean, I use that word very lightly because not in a way where I'm just like, oh fuck you don't deserve it, you know what I mean. It's very interesting when you're around people who embody the exact type of person that you want to be, and it's just like, wow, how the fuck did they get there? Were their circumstances different from mine? Like, were they the same as mine, and their work ethic was just like, do they just know how to make shit happen and I don't? And you just kind of feel mediocre. Yeah, it's very easy to feel mediocre when you're around people that easily embody the type of person that you want to be. So there's that. But other than that, I had a really good day. Yesterday was really nice. I love being around creatives. When you're around people that are so sure of themselves and their art and their craft, it forces you to be sure of yourself, and it's just such a beautiful experience. And then another thing I wanted to talk about, I am grieving another part of myself, and that is who I could have been in varsity. I think during the week I went to work with my mom, and my mom's a lecturer, so I think she was just looking, like, observing her students doing like practicals, and my mom's a really good lecturer, so her students are quite close to her. So some of the students had like nothing to do, and you know, they kind of came and spoke to me and stuff, and it was cool. Like, we ended up hanging out for like the rest of the afternoon type vibe. Really nice girls. And just to see that like kind of group dynamic, I'm just like, wow, like there's people that have friends in varsity. And for me, I didn't have a lot of friends in varsity. I had like I'd say I had two good friends. I'd say I had two good friends in varsity, but they also had like their own friends. So yeah, I was really lonely for most of my varsity life. But sometimes I just imagine who I could have been if I had like a solid group of friends. Like, also same with my sister, like she has a really solid group of friends in varsity, and she's turning out so great. She's growing into such an amazing person. And sometimes I question, like, could I have changed for the better, or could I have changed for the worst? Like, I feel like not having friends, or not having a lot of friends in varsity, really changed me for the worst. But that's fine. But you know what I mean. And yeah, just seeing people with these amazing friend groups in varsity, and they just turn out to be these amazing people. I really wish I got to experience that. So I think I was grieving that part of me. I'm like, who could I have been? Yeah, I'm questioning who I could have been if I experienced that type of friendship dynamic in varsity. Just having like a nice group of friends to rely on in varsity. Take a shot for every time I said varsity. You're drunk, aren't you? Exactly. I'm like, could I have been a better person? Could I have been more secure in my friendships? Could I, you know, just things like that. Because I really do value friendship. Because also my mom's the type of person, like, she's been friends with some of her best friends for like 35 years. She's a best friend girl, you know. She's a friend, like you. Yeah, my mom really, I have very good examples of my mom and my sister, like their friendships that they love so much, and I just want that for myself very badly. So yeah, when you have those examples of like the people that you look up to, and they have very good friends and friendships, like, you can't help but like want that for yourself, or imagine that for yourself, or imagine if you did have that the way that they did. I'm making sense. And that's just been the main theme, just grieving who I could have been. I was in a different situation, friendship wise, in varsity, and yeah, just like trying to be more creative and trying to figure out how I can take that out. The camera quality is so bad in here because the sun is going down. But anyways, today's the 1st of March, and those are my feelings today. Girl, today is the 20th of March. It is the 3rd day of my period. We already know how I'm feeling at this point. So much has happened since the last clip. I think I literally only filmed the 1st of March, and now it's the 20th. So 19 days, that's like what, 2.5 weeks? Almost 3 weeks. So much can happen in 3 weeks. The first thing that's on my mind is, I was recently, my dreams have been, I don't know, maybe I'm just growing in my spirituality, whatever. I'll have a dream and it will kind of stick with me, but the meaning, like, it won't make sense until something happens. I'm like, oh, I think that goes with the dream. Like, I was recently in a situation where I had a dream and then something happened. It had nothing to do with me, but I'm like, the person that was in that dream versus what happened to them, I said, oh, cool. So yeah, that's been really interesting. It's been happening quite a lot, which is quite cool but quite scary, but also like, what the flip. Anyways, low-key had to change my setup, but we move. Anyways, yeah, that's been really interesting and also been making me really anxious, because whenever I dream about a certain person, I'm just like, what's the sign here? What's gonna happen to them? Are they going through something? Are they going to go through something? So that's just been very scary. I'm like, am I the chosen one? Like, what are the vibes? But you know what I mean. Also, I've been in a lot of situations where I know in my heart that I should do the right thing, and I know that God would want me to do the right thing, but I don't know if it's my place to do that right thing in that specific situation. But then I end up doing the right thing, then I feel good. Not like good because, like, not like I did the right thing to like gain anything. It's just like you feel settled, because they always say if you feel like you should do something and you keep coming up with reasons why you shouldn't, then you should just do it. So that's been really interesting. And I was recently in a situation like that, where I had to do the right thing, but I didn't know if I had the if it was my place to do the right thing. But I did do the right thing, and I know that God wanted me to do that right thing. And yeah, I just kept making excuses as to why I shouldn't do that right thing, and I ended up doing the right thing. Take a shot for every time I said right thing. Anyways, and also I went out last weekend, which was really interesting. Just the more I socialize as a neurodivergent babe, and the more I struggle, and sometimes I succeed, sometimes I struggle. I don't know, just observing like how I act in certain situations. And like, I know it's common sense, but I am so charismatic, I'm so funny, I'm so like whimsical, and like, I don't know the word, like just so outgoing and just so amazing in social situations where I feel so safe. Like wherever my heart feels so safe, then I feel like I'm more myself, like the version that I'm supposed to be. Like sometimes I leave a function, I'm just like, I was not myself, simply because I wasn't like being funny or making jokes or just being like outgoing and stuff. Whereas like at this specific function, I was so funny, so charismatic, so like loud and outgoing, and like everyone was just like vibing with it, and everyone was like laughing at my jokes and things like that. And I truly felt like myself. I felt so great. And I realized that I feel the greatest in social situations when you can feel that everyone wants you there. Keyword is everyone, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's common sense, but also it's crazy to go through it and to have that clarity the moment it's happening. Just like, wow, I, for once in a long time, I feel like everyone in the room is so happy with my presence, and because of that I can be myself, and I can be outgoing and loud and talkative, and even get in the dance circle and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just crazy, like, to like, I always knew that that was the case, but to actually have that clarity and just to experience it as it's happening, just like, wow, like when my heart or soul or whatever feels safe, or when the moment I feel like like everyone in the room is so satisfied with my presence, then I am so myself, and I'm so charismatic, and I'm so funny, and I'm so loud and talkative and everything. And it's just so interesting. And like, I know it's common sense, but it's just like, it's so interesting to experience it live dive. But anyways, on to a more like deeper note. I am extremely depressed, but in like a chill way. But like, I say it's chill because I don't want people to worry about me, because it's low-key like crippling. But I was on the phone with my sister the other day, and she was asking me like my like interests and stuff. We were talking about like hobbies and everything and stuff, like, and I couldn't even, there's so many hobbies I'm interested in, things I'm interested in partaking in. I just don't have like the will or like the energy to do so. Like, I feel like I'm more interesting than I give myself credit for, but I feel like I could be more interesting, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like I have so much potential to be more interesting than I already am. I have so much potential to be such an interesting person, because I don't think I'm an interesting person, but I know that what I think probably isn't true type shit. I don't think that there's anything interesting about me. I feel like there's so many things I could pursue that could make me a more interesting person, or like, but I just don't have the energy, the will, or like anything. There's so many things I want to do, but I just like don't care to start them. I'm like, because I'm always in my head, I'm just like, I could do this and this and this, and I could be such an interesting person, but I don't care, because I'm like, I just want to survive the day type thing. I'm like, I feel like I have the potential to be so interesting, but I also am so lazy, and I don't care to better myself, which is so terrible, because I have the potential to be so great. I just don't know where to start. I don't know if I can start. I don't know if I have the will to start. I don't even know if I'll ever have the will. I'm like, I have so much potential to be so great, and I'm just wasting it. Like, I just wake up and I do the same thing every day. I could be bettering myself, and I go to sleep. I'm just like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do jack shit to improve myself or make myself more interesting or anything. And I'm just like, well, then you just repeat the same thing over and over. And it's so like, I'm like, when will I wake up? When will I wake up? I'm like, God gives you all the tools. You just have to use them. I'm like, I don't know. I just limit myself. But I don't know how to not limit myself. I don't know. It sounds so stupid and so like, yeah. It's like, girl, wake up. Like, you are destined for such great things. You're just so depressed and lazy, and you don't rate yourself. Like, as much as you can tell yourself, like, it's time to start rating yourself, it's just like, but when though? Like, when will I wake up one day and take myself seriously? I would be so interesting if I wasn't depressed. I would be so interesting if I had no mental illnesses. I would be so interesting if I just had a normal brain. That was a lot of feelings today. But anyways, other than that, today is the 20th of March, and those are my feelings today. Today is the 25th of March. So much has happened throughout the past, like, I'd say 2 or 3 days. I've experienced so many emotions. But it's a thing of like, I know I'm gonna be okay. I had such a beautiful like prayer slash like vent session to like God and like the spirits and shit. And yeah, like, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Like, I'm going to be okay. Like, I felt so like lighthearted. Lighthearted, is that the word? I just felt so like there was like a weight lifted off my shoulders, and so like like after I prayed and like vented, I was like, I'm no longer sad. Obviously I did feel, obviously I am like sad, but I was like, I feel okay. Like, I felt okay after like praying and venting. I was like, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. Like, I'm going to be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I think that's all I can say without sounding extremely crazy. I just know I'm going to be okay, and God will make sure that I'm okay. You know, the good spirits around me will make sure that I'm going to be okay. And yeah, I'm gonna be okay. Basically, Instagram Reels get so deep at a random time of the day for no reason. But there was a lot of reels on my For You page about like loneliness and like feeling excluded and stuff. I'm just like, like, sometimes when I'm going through something, my algorithm will show videos on that specific thing I'm going through, then I just go down like a rabbit hole. I'm just like, oh, it's just describing everything I'm feeling. It's one of those things that's just like the theme of my life, whether I like it or not. There's always this one specific video that always pops up when I'm going through this specific feeling and everything, and it always sticks with me because that's basically, it's been the theme of my life for as long as I can remember. The caption is always on some when you go out of your way to include people but no one has a problem excluding you type shit, something along those lines. And I'm just like, damn, like, this is the theme of my life. It's going to be the theme of my life. And it's like, I don't know, it makes me so sad because I'm just like, what are other people doing where they just feel so easily, where they are able to be so included in things so easily that I'm not doing? Like, what's the secret sauce? Like, involve me. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to just say how I was feeling, and that is the theme of my life, and I don't want it to be the theme of my life. But how can it not be? Because I feel like it's just one of those things. If I've experienced it since I was a child, I'm probably gonna experience it for the rest of my life, because there's no like way you can stop feeling excluded or stop being excluded. Anyways, today is the 25th of March, and those are my feelings today. Hey, today is the 31st of March. It's been such a month. So much can happen. Oh my goodness. So much is happening. All my close friends are going through something. Like, everything is so insane. I had such a deep chat with my friend this week, and like, I don't know, we just felt like we both weren't being ourselves and everything, and like, we're just going through our own things. We're just trying to feel like people at the same time. Someone I was very close to passed away, and it's been very hard to deal with. My anxiety has always been like, throughout the past few years, my anxiety has increased because of the idea of death. I don't know, I wake up every day thinking someone's gonna die, and when someone close to me actually did die, I was like, oh my gosh, flip. So yeah, it is really hard to deal with. But it just taught me so much in such a short amount of time. Like, life is so short. Whatever anger or hatred you have on your heart, let it go, take it off. If you love someone, please tell them, and capture everything. Literally capture everything. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of at the moment. Everyone's been going through something, and everything has been happening. Just so much, and I wish the world can just like relax. I've been so I was angry with God. I'm fine now. You just question God, like, why would you do such a thing like this? But like, things exist. Death happens because of sin and stuff. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. What a month. But yeah, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. You just have to pick yourself up, and you don't necessarily have to move on, but you have to move forward. And yeah, I haven't slept well recently, and that's all. I don't think I have anything positive to say. But this is just the end of the video diary for March. So shout out. Today's the 31st of March, and those were my feelings for the month.